this panel here we're putting in 4 electric heaters, and they're 240. They're in the country I was born in. We have 120, 240, and with 240 use a double pole breaker. So we're going to hook 4 double pole breakers into this panel here. These are called Romex connectors I'm putting on here. So I bring my first one over here. Stable on top here. There. Just stable over here. So there. That. Robertson 2. Make sure it's everything to come up here there. There's one heater. This is going to be our second heater. Nice and straight here. There. Top here. Here we go. We'll put our other 2 in.
Well, I wanted to have help with that shit up there. How's she going, David?
Good, good. How are you doing? How's your finger feeling?
It's doing.
Good.
I got the right stuff, right, Dave?
Yep. our two wires in. These are here. Here in the country I was born in, we use 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps, 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps. The black is live, the white is neutral, the bearer, the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors, however, you may find white live in a switch loop or a 220, 240 volt circuit, such as what we're putting in here for the electric heaters. Pushed anywhere. Tap this connector tighter.
Yeah, I gotta get on. I'm waiting for him to call me.
Okay, so bring our other wire down. And we'll go right here. Okay.
Yeah, let me get a hold of him. Let me see if I can get a hold of him quick.
Make sure our wire is centered on the Romex connector here. Okay. We'll take our breakers out so they're out of our way here. I'll just grip my ends here so I don't, if I cut the wire underneath, it's going to be where it's going to be cut off or stripped anyway.
Doug, did that just go through and fasten down that beam? Yeah. Well, you're probably only gonna have enough short sheet rock. Fuck, I did grab mine, motherfucker, fuck. This one right here.
There's some upstairs too, that one still. I put a bunch in a corner out there.
There's these right here. Are you ready to go get it? Yeah.
Go on, I'm walking right.
Where are you going? We don't vote? No, we gotta, well, I gotta go lower. Oh, well, I didn't know.
Bring Jack with you.
Clip with the flat end of our cutters here. Just don't hit our wires.
Upstairs. Alright, where am I moving to?
Same place you did last time.
Okay, I don't know, I'm on my way now. So, Dave,
Yeah,
I'll be back. Keep doing what you're doing.
okay.
Alright, don't mount those upstairs baseboard heaters until I get back because I want to make sure they're actually level.
Right, can I hook up the thermostat stuff?
Can you what, Dave?
Hook up the thermostats. Put the thermostats on.
Yeah, you can do that, Dave.
Okay.
Doug.
Okay, so. Just for paper on here. Okay, so there's the 2 hour are gonna be on the right. Now we'll get our ones that are gonna be on the left side.
Where are they driving?
Make sure we get all our debris out of here. If it comes off in pieces, you just take it off in pieces.
He's working on the door just now. Yeah, you just start doing that.
Make sure you don't hit your wire with the cutter, so I'm going from the other side. There we go.
That's a good question.
I'll move this one up a little bit here, so we don't have more than half of an inch of the jacket in our box. Bring it up a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna get our ground wires over here. So we get our blacks and whites out of the way. So we'll come over, we'll come up, and we'll go in right here on this one. Okay, so I'm gonna make my bend about right there. And I'll just cut it about right here. Make sure our copper can see the hole all the way. Make sure it's tight. We'll push it up into our back into our corner like that there, the way we want it. Make sure our copper is through the hole all the way. Okay, now we'll bring our second wire over. Bring it up here to our top. We'll come down and we'll go into this one. And we'll cut it about right here. Okay, put it in all the way. Get back out of our way there. Okay, now we have our third one. We'll pull it out. We'll get these wires up out of our way. We'll push it up along the top here like this. Come up here, we'll make our bend. And we will go in about right here. Okay, we'll get our fourth ground wire here. We'll bring it up, bring it around the top here. Bring it down, make our bend right here. Make sure our copper comes through the hole all the way there. Okay, so there's all our ground wires set up so it's nice and neat. Okay, now these breakers take the Robertson screws. So we'll put our first one in right here. Okay, we'll take these wires, we'll go down here. Okay, and I'll bring one here. So strip it with our number 12 hole. Put it on the breaker. Okay, there's one wire. So we'll bring our second one down, we'll bend it up here, and we'll cut it about right here. Strip off about a half an inch. Make sure it's in our hole all the way there. Okay, so bend it so nice and neat here. There we go. Okay, now we'll put our second heater breaker in, like this. So we'll bring our black up to here, we'll come down, and we'll come up to this one, and we'll cut it about right here. Doesn't matter which one you put the black or the white on, because it's both of the legs are 120, and together it makes the 240. Make sure you don't get the insulation under the screw head. There we go. Now we'll bring our white wire over here. I have this one slightly long, so I'll take a smidgen off of this one here. Okay, get rid of that terminal there. Make sure it's tight. Tighten it down so it's going nice and straight. So there is our first two heaters. Now we have our other ones we're going to put in over here. Now we don't need this ground bar here, so I'm going to take this off. Well, maybe I won't take it off. Okay, so we'll put our third breaker in here. And we'll put our fourth one down here. Okay, we'll bring it down straight here. Okay, I've got it right here. Whoa, I gotta get right into this one. Okay, so I got that Okay, I'm gonna leave a little extra room here in case somebody decides to use this other neutral ground bar here. So I'll go down. So make sure we don't get our insulation under the screw head there. Keep it all nice and straight here. Okay, now I'll come over here with our fourth heater. I'll come up to here, I'll come down, and we'll go to this one right here. Okay, so looking at our fourth heater here. We'll bring our black one up here. I'll come down. Okay, so I'll get all these straight here. And that's what we want. Okay, now we're going to hook up our feeder cable. We're going to use a 3/4 inch connector. So we can open up this knockout right here. And open up our 3/4 one on the side here. Here we go. Okay, we're feeding this box with a 8-2 with a ground, black, white, and a neutral, or a ground, which is a ground, not a neutral. Again, this is a case where the white wire could be live.
You want a smaller one?
Bring it in. So I want to make sure I have enough to come up and go to this bar. So we're good there.
You want the smaller one, Tony?
Now we're going to be putting a 40 amp breaker on this in the main box. This has a 100 amp main in it. It's the only one they had for a small panel to put 4 heaters in. Whoops, I just noticed something. I got behind the main, and you cannot put one behind the main, so I just have to drop these down to 1. Just going down 1 space. There, well now we have nothing behind our main, and we're all good here. Okay, we'll strip our jacket here. Okay, so we'll just strip our cutter jacket off here like that. Get all our paper off here. Good. So I'll push this to the back, come around, I'll come up, and then we'll go right in that bottom one right there. Make sure we're through all the way. calipers coming through all the way there. Okay, now we'll put our black and white up here on this breaker up here. So we'll just bring it, push it down in the back here. We'll come in right here, so we'll cut it about right here. So we'll just kind of like score it here. Not careful not to cut the strands underneath. I'll just score it very lightly. Over here, bend it over here. Just gently score through the insulation. Be careful not to cut into the copper conductors. Okay, get that a little long so I can cut a little off here. Not a whole lot. There we go. I got it in the center there, the terminal. The 4 heaters we're putting in 3 5-foot heaters and 1 2-foot heater. And each one is on its own double pole breaker in this sub panel we just hooked up. So a 40 amp sub feed breaker is good for this. Staple on the back here. Come in here. And we'll put it on right here. What falls, you just leave it on the ground. You don't frustrate over it. You pick it up when you need it. Okay. So we are allowed to put 2 ground wires in one terminal. So we have a ground that's a number 10 in here. We're going to just see if it's going to fit in here or not. So open this one up. We'll take our screw out so we don't lose it, just to see if it's going to fit. And it's going to fit, so we are lucky. So you are allowed to put 2 ground wires in one terminal. So we'll bring this back over here. Put them in side by side here. One's on this, they're both on side by side. So when I tighten it, it flattens down on both wires. So we'll put our screw back in here. They're both the same gauge wire. So we're good there. And we will just push this back in here. Okay, so since this is number 8 wire, we're using a 40 amp double pole breaker. And we're going to put it right here. And we'll bring our wire up. Bend it. Push it back in here a little bit. And we'll cut it so it's right in here. Again, I'm going to cut very carefully so I don't cut the insulation. Put our wire in the terminal. It's a little long, so I can strip cut it back a little bit. Push it in all the way, make sure it's in the hole all the way. Okay, now we'll do our black wire. Push it back here, go this way, and we'll cut it right here. Okay, again, I made that one slightly long, so I'll cut it a little shorter. So there we are. Now we have to put a bonding screw in here. Okay, this is a bonding screw to bond this neutral bar to the box. So we put it in right here. Since this is a 220 box and nothing is a neutral, it's only a ground, there's no neutrals in this box. We used the neutral bar over here for the ground, so we had to bond this ground bar to the box. Now if we had a 110 circuit or 120 volt circuit in here with a neutral, we'd have to put our grounds over here and our neutrals over here. But since there's no neutrals in this box at all, we're using it for the ground, and we don't need to use this bar. Alrighty, that is how to wire a sub panel for only 240 volt circuits, and none of the circuits have a neutral. There's just 2 hots and a ground, there's no neutral. Peace. Thanks for watching.